following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Who are we playing against again? I have to go back through the screen sheets.
The Wolf Pack. It is. It's the Texas Wolf Pack.
Interesting.
So anyway, you finish reading those, and you stop reading those because the sound of a gun going click happens. The click is from a hammer being pulled back. It's true.
Is it?
So anyway, it seems that banditos have taken over the train.
We were just busy reading our scream sheets.
Yeah. And you have to hand over all the valuables you have. You must hand over all the valuables. You look up, you recognize it's El Renegado and El Diablo, the two most distinct and original Bandito characters that Logan could generate.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if it's El Renegado, if this is the first act, we should be able to kick his ass.
I see, so that's a trend too. His ass kicked in the first act.
Well, except mysteriously in the episode...
Dude, don't make my next game show harder.
I was going to say, especially when... Except for that... funnily enough, there was an episode...
So I guess you all want digital initiative? Okay, good.
Yeah, I'll take a digital initiative.
Yep.
We're not giving them our stuff. We've given enough stuff away in this
Okay,
trip.
digital initiative, sure.
Edward, you're first.
Excellent.
The map is not relevant.
Oh, okay. So they're kind of standing in front of us, gunpoint.
Yes.
I lunge at him, whip that blade out, and attempt to butter him up, soften him up for my friends here. As of course we are
28 is what you're looking to beat.
Damn.
I get a miss, and then I follow up with the second one.
Okay, 27.
I get him.
Shit.
Nice.
Only 11 damage.
I don't like that. 11 melee attack. What is El Diablo wearing in terms of armor?
Leather.
Oh. This is gonna be short. I'm glad I decided not to do the full combat. This would have been trivial. Anyway.
I don't think we'll be handing over anything.
Vector. We'll do nothing. She'll just sit there. Watching you lot. El Diablo. He is going to use his very heavy pistol. And he's going to shoot Edward Hargraves.
17.
20.
Oh. Yeah, only 6 on the armor check too.
12 damage, armor ablated by 1 point. Jess is just watching her free time go do 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 as Edward yet again.
He could have asked for his armor check to be repaired. How many days have I had?
Many days.
Many days.
And he didn't. I was there.
Well, we saw
I was deliberately trying to distract attention
I've
away from
noticed.
it.
Mine is repaired.
You sneaky cunt. El Renegado fires his big heavy pistol at the Rolgosh Jagger Fund. Wealthy drug baron.
Hey, to be fair,
You're not dodging? Okay.
I haven't resisted handing over my stuff yet.
Too bad. He
Oh.
spoke for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rogosh and Jaggle Fund. Wealthy drug baron.
Drug
okay.
baron for sure.
I will try and dodge. 17 enough to... What did he get to?
Let me look up the history. 18.
I'll just spend 1 point of luck to not get hit.
Yeah, right. Well, you because you'd be sitting in a booth, so you'd be in the way. So Fleur can't do anything, so she won't. Justine Chastity Riddlebucker.
Heavy pistol. Where is Alice?
Roger said we're going to play a game of hide and seek. So she went to hide, and then he just sat down and started drinking. This is an old parenting technique, I believe.
She's gone to the room, so it's okay. I was gonna,
Yeah.
Right, then I'll pull very heavy pistol and shoot at the closest guy. That's
Not strange long pistol.
That is no God.
We'll use it as a melee weapon.
I will eat the train right now if you give me that. That's incredible.
Pulls it out. The tip of the barrel scrapes against the roof as you bring it
It's 14.
Which one are you shooting, Renegade or what?
Whoever was closest to me.
Okay, so just so you notice, El Diablo, he looked like this. This is El Diablo. He looks like a member of the Insane Clown Posse. And El Renegado, he is looking like this.
Ding, 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 ding.
So yeah, which one?
El Diablo.
El Diablo.
Looks a bit like a clown.
You are shooting at him. I get 20 evasion.
Then duck back down.
Rogosh, Sir Jaggle Fund.
Fund is Jaggles, Rogosh.
Yeah, make those Jaggle Funds.
So, alright, I'll hand over my stuff. I'm going to start with this bullet. And
yes.
And I'm going to shoot. I'll go for Renegado.
El Renegado. Yes. My
20.
evasion, she is 17.
Sweet, 20 I hit.
I do not like this. I love the way your entire body jiggles when you do that.
That's right, yes.
We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage.
Oh, that's number one. And it is El Renegado that you are shooting.
Shootler.
Okay. Well, that was easy. Ed Graves Harwood.
The same fellow is still standing, I believe.
Oh, yeah, everyone's still standing. Yeah.
I will, 2 more attacks. 29.
14.
Yay, damage. 8 damage.
That is ignored totally.
Yeah, 20, even half?
Oh, sorry, you're not shooting. Right.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that you're lame
Yes.
with your silly melee meta. Who would have a character that does that with a big gold medallion hubcap chain? That's silly.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's silly and dumb. That's no.
Big two-handed.
No one would do that. That's silly.
And then 28 on the follow-up march
Oh,
already.
right. I should not have moved. Oh, that also hits. Unpleasant.
10 damage.
What are you getting more damage? It's supposed to go down. It goes down, sir.
Damage go down.
Oof. Alright. Vector is going to continue just sort of sitting there looking at all of you, and she's going to turn to where Jess is hiding and be like, I don't see why we could not have stopped so I could buy clothing.
I've got a spare army.
While I don't necessarily have anything against exhibitionism, I feel we are on vacation now.
Sorry, I've been focusing on other things.
Also, I'm still holding Roger's beer.
You might as well drink it and
Now it is warm.
then don't drink it. I'll give you armor afterwards.
That's about 3 to 6 seconds worth of talking.
Put her in the executive.
El Diablo, pop-up grenade launcher. Boom.
Oh.
Okay.
Anyone want to evade who can?
Can we?
Yeah, this is one of the few
Well,
games where you
actually,
can
no.
evade I thought you could evade AoEs in this game.
Yeah, but you're all wedged into a booth.
There's no way we could go
There's
unless you're
nowhere
gonna,
to go.
You could jump out that window.
Yeah, you could do that.
Did I throw the grenade out the window? No, I'm guessing not.
Neat. I'll just roll the damage on that.
We need a grapple gun so we can do the vent strat.
Just dive on the grenade. Do the honourable
Right,
thing.
19 damage is not enough to get through the table, so Jess, you're all right. Everyone else can eat 19 damage.
I was going to say, can I jump on the grenade to
No.
be heroic? And...
No, that's a prepared action.
No.
So yeah.
And then
Delete your armor
by
by 2 points and take 19 damage after the armor.
Oh, okay, so I was going to say, does it depend on your armor? Or
The
how much
armor
you take?
actually works first and then it ablates afterwards. So whatever your armor is, subtract it from... Christ, what did I just roll? 19.
Yeah.
And then apply whatever's left to your health and then take 2 points off your armor.
So I would have.
I will just do this to Victor now, which is going to be easy because she's not wearing armor. Or much of anything else. Here it is. 19. You. The Diablo says, I have also got to apply this to me. I am also within range of this. I just realized this. You understand this, see?
I love that they hijack a train and then jump on with weapons that could easily just destroy the train they're hijacking.
Well, it's a pop-up grenade launcher. Technically, they always have it on.
Yeah.
Then El Renegado does the same thing. This one's only 16.
But it
Sad.
still takes 2 off the...
Yep.
Go down to -1.
What is it with you? I'm a fucking solo.
No, I couldn't do. Well, I mean, when we're stuck in a little booth and they just use grenades.
Yeah, they're also eating this too, so... okay, so Gravy falls over. Jess doesn't know this has happened right now.
I might, because I'm under the table and he's just fallen under the table.
Fair enough.
His head lolls in that exact same expression it had on it when you put him in the cryo bag last time, and you're just like...
Can't get him in the bag under here.
No. Didn't we burn all the charges for the bags? Do you have more batteries or charges?
They'd be fine after the visit to the clinic.
Oh, right.
See, the thing
Do you
is,
want
it's
to-
like it just sort of gets it back.
Okay.
It's not really defined because it's like, well, that's boring. It's just like, yeah, they just work again now. This is a separate instance.
As long as I don't use them one after the other.
Yeah.
It's not like I can keep on perpetually using the 3.
Yeah.
See, I'm looking. I was looking for in the description for something like, it's like, oh, these just need like an hour of solar charging. Then I'm like, well, if you've got more than one of them, then you can just chain it. But it's like it's the thing that the bag's attached to that's
That's
the real issue. But it also says like you can attach like up to, I think, 4 is where it taps out bags to it. It's like, well, okay, so that would be 4 hours then, using one socket after another one. Because if it can do 4 bags for an hour, then that would be 1 bag for, or 1 port for.
But once you've used one bag too, you could immediately plug it into the charging thing again, right? And then...
Well, you see, that's what I was thinking, but I find that description nowhere. So it's just like, so if it's a separate instance, it's just good to go.
Yeah.
Something happened. Let's not dwell on it.
Well, there's a spot in the combat if she wants to step up now.
Oh, yes, good point. Good point. Hey-ya. 34. Damage. No 6s. Aw,
Sad.
poor slut.
Poor slut.
There's a melee attack, because martial arts for some reason bypass armor. Whoop. And she gets a second one. 23. Also not bad. Why were you built for business again? El Diablo, melee attack. 15 damage, 12 and El Diablo falls over. Jess?
I will stabilise him.
Okay.
Please make it.
Right.
Please make it.
First aid. 18.
Hey.
Restore yourself to 1 hit point. Remain unconscious.
You don't even need a second aid.
Rogosh McJagglefund.
I will shoot at the
Only remaining
one, yeah.
El Renegado. Post
Clever.
innovation of 14.
26.
Oh.
Yeah.
I spend your luck.
That wouldn't even be enough if you could spend my luck.
Do it anyway.
Ugh.
Oh,
If you've only were Vince,
Strikey, huh?
he'd be able to reroll.
instead no, but unfortunately I've got fortunate no son of
no
mine.
son
Yeah,
of
not fortunate
mine.
So 8.
He's spitting hot lead, but he can't make them dead. Fortunate, no son of mine. Your damage doesn't get through his armor, Jack.
No.
He was the heavily armored one.
Makes sense why he's the one who was standing at the moment.
It would just snooze the ring.
Yep.
Victor says, fine. And, wait, what? That one. Boop. Oh my god, that's insane. You fucking insane mental patient. Holy crap. Oh, she just kills him. She just fucking kills him in one shot with her fucking blade.
That's Victor. It's our Victor.
Yep.
Immediately, a Mexican guy pushing a cart piled high with dead bandito bodies. So basically, oh, you have some dough, eh? No problem, I put him on the guard for
The
you.
other passengers took care of them too.
The Glimos are insane.
Of course, the boomers are still on the train.
Okay, combat is over. Yahwatashi, walk up the exit for grave.
It's a good thing we
Fucking
stopped at the
alligator.
National Badasses Convention on the way through.
I'm going to have to use another speed heal on him again, aren't I?
Yes.
Jab.
You don't wake up.
Oh, I made a noise anyway. What are you going to do about it?
Graves wakes up. You're back in Night City. In your house. Reading the scream sheets.
I've given
Really? There's
Victor
more?
armour to wear.
Okay. So, Victor will put on the armour.
Medium.
Medium armour.
Oh,
Jack.
so it'll be a
Yeah,
type
I'm a
that.
Now, I've worked on it to make it available for her. Had time.
Leave it open at the front anyway.
Yeah. Same
Night
HP.
City Gun Club. Rockland Augmentics. Cyber Scam. In a shocking turn of events, Rockland Augmentics, one of the leading corporations in the cybernetics industry, finds itself embroiled in scandal as allegations surface against one of its top executives. Scandal. No, I missed. Ibrahim Al-Harif, the esteemed executive, stands accused of orchestrating a nefarious scheme involving the theft and illegal refurbishment of cybernetic implants. According to insider sources, Al-Harif had been clandestinely hiring local mercenaries to carry out brazen attacks on nomad convoys, night markets, and unsuspecting clinic patients. These attacks were meticulously planned to strip victims of their valuable cyberware, which would then be smuggled back to Rockland Augmentics facilities under the cover of darkness. Once in the hands of Rockland employees, the stolen cybernetic components would undergo a thorough cleaning and refurbishment process, effectively erasing any traces of their illicit origins. Subsequently, these reconditioned implants would be reintroduced into the market and sold as brand new at exorbitant prices, lining the pockets of Al-Harif and his cohorts. But the scandal doesn't end there. In a brazen display of audacity, Al-Harif is alleged to have filed fraudulent insurance claims against the nomad groups for the losses incurred during the attacks on their convoys. This callous exploitation of the nomadic community has sent shockwaves through Night City, leaving many questioning the integrity of Rockland Augmentics and its leadership. As a direct consequence of these Revelations, prominent nomad groups such as the Elder Caldos have announced a cessation of their insurance services for convoy shipments bound for Night City. The once thriving trade routes now stand abandoned, casting a shadow of uncertainty over the future of nomadic commerce in the region. Calls for accountability and justice echo through the streets of Night City as authorities launch a full-scale cover-up into the alleged criminal activities of Ibrahim Al-Harif and his accomplices. The fallout from the scandal threatens to tarnish the reputation of Rockland Augmentics and reshape the landscape of cybernetics commerce in the city. Are you tired of bland generic energy drinks that promise the world but deliver mediocrity? Say goodbye to the same old tired formulas and hello to Renegade, the ultimate fuel for true badasses. Renegade isn't just another run-of-the-mill energy drink. It's the choice of rebels, renegades, and all-around badass individuals who refuse to conform to the ordinary just like every other edge runner. With its powerful blend of caffeine, electrolytes, and pure badassery, Renegade gives you the energy you need to conquer the day, no matter what challenges you face. But wait, there's more! Renegade isn't just about energy, it's about attitude. Embrace your inner renegade and show the world what you're made of with every electrifying sip of Renegade. So why settle for anything less than badass? Grab a can of Renegade today and unleash your inner rebel. Be different. Be Renegade, like everyone else. I'm gonna need that picture.
In the bustling streets of Night City, where shadows dance with neon lights and corporate towers loom over the skyline like behemoths of steel and glass, a new name has emerged from the depths of corporate intrigue. Terranix Corporation. While initially hailed as a beacon of innovation and progress, our investigation has uncovered a darker truth lurking beneath the surface. Terranix, led by the enigmatic CEO Dr. Alara Nova, presents itself as a cutting-edge biotech company dedicated to improving human lives through groundbreaking medical advancements. However, our findings paint a different picture altogether. Behind the facade of scientific progress lays a labyrinth of deception and exploitation, preying on the vulnerable for profit. One of Terranix's most lucrative ventures involves the production and distribution of cybernetic implants and enhancements. On the surface, these enhancements promise to enhance human capabilities and improve quality of life. However, our investigation reveals a disturbing pattern of coercion and manipulation in Terranix's dealings with its customers. Former employees have come forward with accounts of unethical practices within the company, including falsifying medical records to pressure individuals into undergoing unnecessary procedures and withholding critical information about the risks involved. In some cases, patients have reported adverse side effects and complications following implantation, only to be met with indifference and neglect from Terranix's medical staff. But the web of deception doesn't end there. Terranix's reach extends far beyond the confines of its corporate headquarters, with reports of collusion and corruption reaching into the highest echelons of Night City's power structures. Influential figures, including politicians and law enforcement officials, are alleged to have received substantial kickbacks and incentives in exchange for turning a blind eye to Terranix's illicit activities. As our investigation continues to unravel the tangled web of deceit woven by Terranix Corporation, one thing becomes abundantly clear. The pursuit of profit at the expense of human lives cannot be tolerated. It is imperative that those responsible for these heinous crimes be held accountable for their actions, and that justice be served for the countless individuals who have fallen victim to Terranix's insidious schemes. In the wake of these revelations, we call upon the citizens of Night City to demand transparency and accountability from the corporations like Terranix. The time has come to shine a light upon the darkest corners of corporate greed and ensure those who exploit the vulnerable for profit are brought to justice. Muzani Deja Vu. Deja Vu!
Brendan? Let's just make this easy on everyone.
We've got that
Sovoil. Are you ready to join the vanguard of progress? Look no further than Sovoil, the beacon of strength and resilience in our quest for energy independence. With our state-of-the-art refineries and unwavering commitment to the collective good.
Sorry, that fell through for you, sorry.
What?
Huh?
You're not hearing.
Oh,
Yeah.
From the sprawling plains, I might have missed a bit. An unwavering commitment to the collective good, Savoil stands as a testament to the power of unity and determination. From the sprawling plains of Siberia to the bustling streets of Moscow, Savoil's pipelines pulse with the lifeblood of our glorious nation, fueling the engines of industry and driving us ever closer to a brighter tomorrow. Together, we will forge a future as boundless and majestic as the endless horizon of the motherland. Glory to the motherland! Glory to Savoil. And then Amber Star robbed. In a scandal that has rocked the brain dance industry, acclaimed adult entertainment starlet Amber Star has fallen victim to a daring heist that has left her without her most prized possessions, her breasts! Known for her mesmerizing performances and gravity-defying assets, Amber Star has captivated audiences across Night City and beyond with her unforgettable brain dance productions. However, her career now hangs in the balance after brazen thieves targeted her breasts during a private event at her luxurious penthouse. The thieves, believed to be highly skilled thieves operating under the cloak of darkness, managed to bypass Star's state-of-the-art security system and abscond with her prized assets, leaving her physically and emotionally distraught. "This is an absolute travesty," exclaimed Star in an exclusive statement to NCT. "My breasts were not just a part of my image, they were an integral aspect of my artistry. Without them, I fear for the future of my career." The thieves somehow neutralized the security system of the apartment complex where Star was staying during the scrolling of her latest brain dance. During a social event, somehow avoided being spotted by any of the attendees as speculation runs rampant across Night City's underground circles. Authorities are urging anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of Amber Star's stolen assets to come forward immediately. Meanwhile, fans and industry insiders alike are left wondering, will Amber be able to reclaim her boobs and reignite her illustrious career? Or has the shocking incident signaled the end of an era? It's also hardly the only body part theft of late, with sexy underwear model Shilese Lenderson's thighs being taken while she was attending a social event sponsored by Frederica's?
Yes.
Insiders claim that many desirable female parts have been stolen over the last few weeks, including Katja Kluger's calves and buttocks. Whoever the thieves are, it would take some kind of super detectives and one hell of a piece of bait to catch them. Is someone making a sexy Frankenstein monster?
This looks like a mission for Straker and Barrows.
Yeah. We use our girlfriends as bait.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
So what's stopping them from just getting new replacement parts? Like, why do they need to get back theirs specifically?
It's theirs.
I know! They're going to let themselves go bankrupt rather than just spend a little bit extra money to get replacement tits?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the artistry.
New JoJo's revealed. Long, 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 long.
Oh, just about.
Running series JoJo's Bizarre Adventure has
One that was close.
generations of anime watchers by somehow being the origin of every single thing in media today that isn't Fist of the North Star. Well, fans have finally been exposed to the new season. Beaches are endless until they aren't. And is set to feature two main characters in the Joestar line, Joanna and Joan, who are called collectively by their friends JoJo.
Just refer to the both of them at once.
Set in Australia's Gold Coast in 2040, the sisters' only goal in life is to clear their names after being framed for murder that isn't of cars. The principal villain from the second season of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Phantom Blood, returns from
Incorrect.
space.
It's battle tendency. Fuck you. I got it wrong.
And then returns
Returns from space. Why? Don't know. Does it matter? Fuck no. The construct of Araki says, I like the idea of beaches are endless until they aren't. I like the idea that two Joestar sisters, one a cop who was good at her job until cops on the tape framed her for the murder she did not commit, and her sister Joan, who was a Rockerboy until a frame-up happened. Of course, it was important that neither of them was Josuke. Really important. Also, I thought there was time for twins. I think the idea is cool to have two sexy JoJos at the same time after the bizarre adventure is very heterosexual. The two are faced with a world of being conquered by cars, which makes their troubles seem insignificant by comparison. Not that it will stop them from spending the majority of their time still trying to clear their names. They possess a unique stand. Agency? Or is that an L at the end? A single stand shared, which they can only summon when together. It may be powerful, but when separated, the girls have only their rudimentary ham-on training, their impressive physical powers, and of course, Sliverman and Reaper Thing to rely on. The show is available on Neon streaming service in the Night City and on Chippewa.
It's got what happens in every episode built in. They get separated. There's an enemy stand user, and they get back together and they beat the stand user. Usually,
Well, you're also forgetting about Slubberthum.
oh, true.
Scribblethum. The new thing after Spin. And of course Reaper thing. It's green.
I need to read that.
Don't tell me you wouldn't watch it.
I need to figure out, what's that? How is that stand spelled? Pronounced, sorry.
Man, I can't read that. It's really
I-A-G-
small, and I wrote that fucking months ago.
Iagensl?
Or it could be Leginsel. But maybe.
Maybe that's an L. No, because it would start with a capital letter. If it was a name.
Right, yes, I would totally have remembered to
Agensel?
shift.
Agensel, maybe?
Something like that.
Is it a reference to something?
Oh, you know it is.
Yeah, but
I can't remember what.
Oh,
I think it
You're
might
like,
be
I
a
wrote
band.
this 2
I think it
months
might be
ago.
a band name to do with twins or something.
you're like, I wrote this 2 months ago when I thought you'd be back in Night City by now.
Yeah. I actually wrote that for badges, but you forgot about the adverts at the top. We've got Crunch. We've got Jelly Donut and Night City Gun Club.
Yeah, Night City Gun Club. First time appearing in our screen sheets.
Very real thing I didn't make up. Well, it is time to take Fast Strider to Sebastian, and you do. How's that? Look at that. Look at all the things we're accomplishing.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
The girl formerly known as Fast Rider.
Sebastian says, "This is a child."
Yeah,
Very
yes.
good.
I asked you to bring me Fast Strider and you bring me a child. How was I to know that they would erase their own memory? Another failure. I should really not expect anything else from a substandard model that you have proven to be.
It wasn't her failure.
Unfortunately, I have no use for a 10-year-old child. Do you wish me to dispose of it?
We could-
No, of course not. What kind of monster do you take me for?
Pretty
I'm
big
sure
one.
there's an orphanage or something we could put it in.
We have a solution.
Then I leave it in your hands.
Thank you.
Fortunately, you will not have to deal with Vector much longer, as I now have a new replacement. This small Asian woman.
Sort of look at the
No,
small
but
Asian-
we want Victor.
But too bad. This is an improved model.
No, it's not.
Free of the flaws of Vector.
No.
Well, you seem pretty insistent. And since no one has rolled a single persuasion or perception check,
I mean,
we're
I'll
just
try,
going to
but
go ahead.
I wouldn't expect Rogers just to be something that would. But you know, if that could perhaps work, sure, I'll add persuasion on there. 17.
Unconvincing. However, I have a solution to the problem, and a nice season ender. Himiko, kill Vector.
Oh no!
Cool, game over. Let's find out what happens next time we play. Or I will do all of those rolls and just sort of narrate what happens and slap it on the end of the notes. One of those two things will happen. Or I'll pay someone to read it.
I'm glad I gave her armour.
She's probably dead anyway.
Oh, don't say that.
Victor will kick her ass.
Victor will win.
Victor, I will presage this by saying that unless I really beef these rolls, the small Asian girl is much faster than Victor because she's more efficient and compact.
Yeah, Victor's Victor.
Well, let us have a short break, and then we will transition into the Cold Rocks Super Squad, or whatever the fucking thing is called. Thing is called. Thing is called. Thing is called. Thing is called.
Night train to Mundofina. Night train to the end. Running hard and running fast to meet my future and away from my past. Taking the gamble that cannot last. Night train to the end. Hell's ride to Mundofina. Hell's ride to the end. Sold my soul to the devil's pen. He draws me hard with a merciless hand, and all I bought is a handful of sand. Night train to the end. I'm on this ride 'cause I have no pride in myself or in men or in God. Now if you want to share in the price of my fare, then fill your mind with greed that is blind and wander in its evil fog. Night train to Mundofina. Night train to the end. Running hard and running fast to meet my future and away from my past. Taking the gamble that cannot last. Night train to the end.
Himiko wastes no time in dashing in. She is incredibly fast, her compact form making Vecta seem oversized, her speed making Vecta appear clumsy. The small woman's arm unfolds, revealing a carbon fiber blade which inflicts 2 quick slashes to Vecta's armor. She dances back as Vecta stumbles and falls to one knee. Himiko mocks Vecta, insulting her for being oversized and too bulky. She gloats over the critical injury she inflicted. Vecta extends her own blade and waits for the small woman to attack again. When Himiko moves, it seems she has foreknowledge of Vecta's intention and pulls a feint toward the bigger woman's heart, but instead rolls to the side at the last minute and attacks her right arm twice. White synthetic blood splatters the floor. The big synthetic woman's armor seemingly useless against the concealed blade of the small, newer model. Vecta attempts to attack the small woman, but Anloi seems to be able to clumsily flail at the air around her. Himiko laughs at this, delighted. She darts in a few more times, slicing Vecta across her legs, arms, and chest. Vecta groans in pain as her left arm is critically injured. Himiko is obviously more than pleased to continue humiliating the once seemingly indestructible bigger woman. She gloats, pointing out how Vecta's great strength was useless against a faster, more skilled opponent. She teases her crippled foe about her excess size and her recent failures. all the while making lightning fast attacks, leaving deep, painful wounds in Vecta's body. For her part, Vecta could do little but lash out uselessly and scream in obvious pain, reduced to one knee and only one operational arm. Her mobility was reduced to a tiny fraction of what it was, and her left arm hung limp and worthless at her side. Finally, Himiko decided to end the battle, launching a devastating attack which pierced Vecta's strong abdominals, pressing the blade deep inside the bigger woman so that it burst from her back. She laughed triumphantly as Vecta desperately grabbed the blade with her right hand.
You foolish, oversized junk. How easy to defeat you are. How delightfully you scream.
You seem to be under the impression that this battle has not proceeded according to my plan. It has. While you choose to ridicule my size and strength, you neglect the advantage of my mass. The ability to install much more hardware of greater durability than yours.
To Himiko's mounting horror, Vecta's wounds were indeed
What? No, impossible.
all closing, her damaged leg now seeming fully functional as the larger woman rose from the floor, her hand tightening on the fibrous blade impaling her until it cracked and snapped free. Himiko tried to put distance between them, but Vecta, now towering callously over the smaller figure, lashed out with speed not present earlier in the fight, and caught a fistful of hair, yanking the lighter woman off her feet and bringing her into dangerous close range. Himiko tried to scream, but no sound came forth as the powerful larger cyborg methodically dismantled the newer, faster model with no hint of enjoyment or passion. It was calculated Vecta was many times more powerful than Himiko, her synthetic muscle fibers moments ago being ridiculed for being too large and unnecessary, now proving to be more than enough to tear Himiko's own, more compact frame apart. Synth skin tore, and steel bones twisted and snapped. Vecta, one seeming a helpless victim of the tiny assassin, now rending her limbs and torso into disposable shreds as remorselessly and inexorably as a car crusher. The process took minutes, as Himiko was torn apart and discarded. Vecta's own body restored itself thanks to the nanomachines built into her. White synthetic blood and hydraulic fluid sprayed everywhere, but it did not matter. Soon, Himiko's brain case was too cracked, and the replacement was no more.
Ha! Get folded, bitch! Did you see the look on her face when Vecta started ripping her apart piece by piece? That's what makes the job worth doing.